Hello everyone, I am Ms. Anshul, Assistant Professor at the School of Legal Studies, BBD University. Today, I'll be teaching Political Science, under which I'll be covering moderates and extremists. It can be hard to stand up for what you believe in, especially when it feels like everyone around you is telling you to do something different. It is especially true in politics, where compromise and bipartisanship are often seen as the key to success. However, there are times when standing up for your belief is more important than ever. In this lecture, I will discuss the moderates and extremist phase of Congress and how to stand up for what you believe during both of these periods. Moderate phase of the Indian National Congress. In the beginning, Indian National Congress was a platform for moderates to express their views. The main aim of these moderates was to work within the framework that the British had created in India and make changes for the empowerment of Indians. This phase started with the establishment of the Indian National Congress under the leadership of A.O. Hume and Dadabhai Nauroji. In its initial year, Indian National Congress was a small body of mainly upper-class Indians who were educated and had some knowledge about British politics. They believed that if they put forth their demand in the right way to the government, then they would be heard and things will start moving in the right direction for India's benefit. After partition of Bengal in 1905 and formation of Muslim League in 1906, the Indian National Congress split into two groups in Surat session in 1907, which was held on the bank of river Tapi. The extremist group was led by Tilakji, Lala Lajpat Rai ji and Bipin Chandra Pal, whereas the moderates were led by Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Some important leaders from moderate phase includes Dadabhai Nauroji, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Anand Mohan Bose, W.C. Banerjee, A.O. Hume, Badruddin Tayyab ji, etc. Dadabhai Nauroji. He coined the term drain theory, in which he explained how money drained out of India due to colonial rule and went into Britain. He also founded Indian National Congress at Bombay. In the first meeting of Indian National Union, he suggested to change the name of Indian National Union to Indian National Congress. Gopal Krishna Gokhale. He belonged to Pratna Samaj, an organization established during British rule in India, which aimed to promote indigenous culture and education. He was a moderate leader within Indian National Congress and is considered the father of Indian unrest because of his work in organizing protests against British colonialism. Extremist phase of Indian National Congress. The extremists rejected moderates' policy of petitioning and conciliation with the government. Instead, they stood for self-reliance, Swaraj, that is complete independence, as its goal. They wanted to challenge British rule in India through a mass movement involving boycott, civil disobedience, national education, etc. The extremists believed that people must be prepared to face repression during their struggle against foreign rule. Therefore, they laid stress on physical force training under leaders like Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Bhagat Singh. The extremists were nationalists who wanted to strengthen the national spirit of Indians. They believed in nationalism, and that's why they stood for boycott, Swadeshi, national education, etc. By 1907 to 1908, the extremists gained a position of strength with Congress. The British government started treating all leaders with suspicion, whether moderates or extremists. This created an atmosphere conducive to unite among them, as both came under the attack from the same quarters. The Indian National Congress was marked by two main ideologies, the moderates and the extremists. The extremists believed that people must be prepared to face repression during their struggle against foreign rule. They wanted to challenge British rule in India by starting a mass movement. This would involve boycotting and disobeying the British as well as learning about India's history and culture. Some important leaders from extremist phase. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. He is often referred as Lokmanya Tilak. He launched two newspapers, the Kesari in Marathi language and the Maratha in English language. He organized two festivals, that is Ganpati festival and Shivaji festival. He started Home Rule League in 1916. He even wrote a book, Gita Rahasya, and he asserted, Swaraj is my birthright and I will have it. Lala Lajpat Rai. He was extremist from Punjab. Under the influence of Arya Samaj, he founded National School at Lahore. He boycotted Simon Commission and demonstrated against it at Lahore, in which he was brutally assaulted by the police and subsequently succumbed to his injuries and died in 1928. Bipin Chandra Pal discarded Orthodox Hinduism and entered Brahma Samaj and visited England and America. He founded English weekly New India. He led the Swadeshi movement. He founded Vande Mataram. Sri Aurobindo Ghosh. He passed ICS exam with record marks in Greek and Latin. He had European upbringing. He worked for secret society in Bengal and Maharashtra. He started Bengali daily Jugantar, and he even wrote seditious article in Vande Mataram. He was put to trial for Maniktala bomb conspiracy case, and he finally retired to the life of yoga at Pondicherry. The moderates and extremist phase of Congress is an important time in the development of our government. It's during these two phases the bills are created, debated, and finally passed into laws. Understanding the different roles played by both the moderate and extremist is the key to understanding how our government works. With this, I conclude my topic here. Thank you.